I'll just take you through it, man. I really didn't like it. My expectations going into the episode, and it's funny because people were asking me before we watched it in the watch party, they were like, what's your prediction for the score you'll give this thing? And I said probably 8 or 9. I gave it a 4 when all was said and done. And I want to explain why. First of all, one of the main criticisms, and I'll just say it, like some people are like, oh, you only want like punchy stuff. Fuck yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? It wasn't punchy. It was talky again. And I'm over it. Like, and hey, by the way, if that's it, oh no, yeah, well, that's what it is. I was looking for punchy. I got talky. Okay? So that's the first thing. Now, normally, I can deal with some talky. Okay? I like Tarantino. Tarantino is the best at talky. Tarantino will direct a scene in a way that it feels like an action scene. By the way, we had one of those scenes in this very show between Frank and Matt. I will watch that dialogue scene, and frankly, even in episode 1. The dialogue between Fisk and Matt was incredible. So we've had 2 scenes that were tense, had subtext, and felt real. And they were incredible. I would literally watch them over and over again. Okay? But the talky we were getting last night, it's not doing it for me. I think number 1, because I don't like these characters, dude. I don't. I mean, I like Bullseye. I like Daredevil. We haven't seen Daredevil, by the way. I like Matt. I like Frank. I like Fisk. I don't like the new characters. So this whole episode of paying stuff off, tying up loose ends, closing out arcs, or taking things to another direction, I didn't like it. Because I don't care about these characters. I also think they are handled a little whack. Like, BB's just chill with homie now, and he's just chill with her. Yeah, I was a little hard on you, baby. Like, no, like none of that shit's working for me. But I will admit, it's probably more rooted in the fact that I don't like the characters. So it's difficult when you don't like the characters to enjoy a talky episode. Okay, so those are the first couple of points. Now, the other thing I'll tell you is, I do not think this is a well-written episode. And for whatever reason, this really triggered people last night because it's so novel that Bullseye would say some shit that then gets literally paid off at the end of the episode. This is such a novel idea. We're all so wowed by that idea that people couldn't relate to me saying that I thought the writing was bad. Well, let me explain it. It's mostly to do with Bullseye. Let me ask you some questions. Why didn't Bullseye tell Matt the actual secret in the prison scene? Let me ask you that. That's just the first one. What's the explanation? The explanation is they wanted to save the reveal for episode 9. There's no diegetic explanation. If he's that desperate, then why wouldn't he tell him the thing? Why wouldn't he do anything and everything? His leverage for what? What do you mean? The whole idea was he's so desperate that he calls his greatest enemy. Yeah, leverage for what? What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to stop looking at chat because you guys are going to really trigger me, okay? There is no diegetic explanation for how... Oh, he didn't trust Matt? That's why he called him, huh? Wow, guys. Yeah, there's no diegetic explanation for it. The truth is, the reveal is that he faked Foggy's death, and he did it because of Vanessa, and they did it to try to put a wedge in between Daredevil and Kingpin. That's the truth. That's what's going to be revealed next week. And the reality is, the reason they wrote it the way they did was to manufacture the reveal while also having the ability to push plot points to get them together in a brutal sequence at the dance. It's not good writing, in my opinion. Okay? Next question. Why did they take his restraints off and have no cameras or extra security when he's getting seen by the doctor? Why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Here's another question. Why did nobody notice that he literally took a cop outfit in the most, what is this, supposed to be like the most secure prison? This dude's literally getting on a bus wearing a cop uniform. And are you kidding me? Doesn't make any sense. Here's another one. Why did he only shoot at Fisk once? Why did he shoot once at Fisk? Matt stops a bullet, and then that's it? There's one bullet? The greatest marksman and killer in Marvel Comics shoots one shot, and then what? Gets shocked that Matt would do that? He doesn't even like Matt. Matt just left him for dead. There's no diegetic explanation. The only explanations for all of the things I don't like about the episode is because there's no diegetic. It's non-diegetic. It's the storytellers. It's the crafting. It's the payoffs. It's all inorganic. It doesn't feel real. So I'm sitting there watching this show being like, this is so stupid. Like, this is so bad. And again, you don't have to feel that way. This is my microphone, my show. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. But wait, there's more. How much of this episode was Matt in the Daredevil suit? How much? How much has Matt been in the Daredevil suit for the entire show? If you measure the amount that Matt is being lectured to against the amount that he's in a Daredevil costume fighting crime, you will begin to see my main problem with the show. I really don't want my heroes to be lectured to more than they're being heroes. I'm not about that. I reject it. I think it's stupid. So I don't even think you can call it a Daredevil show, really. And sure, we'll get some Daredevil next week. You know, like, look, it'll finally come to a head. There'll be a bunch of action, and you'll get Daredevil. I mean, he just got shot, so who knows? Maybe he'll just lie bleeding on the ground, and they'll all just dance for the rest of it. At this point, nothing would surprise me. I think they should make at least one Daredevil episode in all 9 of the first season. And so I think they probably, hopefully did, and we'll see it next week. But I really don't like what they cooked, man. I really don't like what they cooked. And, you know, I've had this thought about Daredevil probably ever since the 2-episode drop, and I really didn't like either of those episodes. What I can't figure out is, did Marvel oversell the creative overhaul, or did I oversell the creative overhaul? I'm just trying to be real. I don't know the answer to that. It could have been me. It could have been them. Could be a combination of both. But I would say that I brought watch parties back for this. I made big videos trying to support Daredevil. I tried to get my entire audience excited about this after we had just got over Captain America: Brave New World. That's what I did. So I feel foolish and I feel frustrated because this is not a creative overhauled show. This is a Franken show, and it's offensive. It is offensively bad to me. Now, I think they're actually going to do good in season 2, right? But how many times can that be the answer? How many times can we say, oh, okay, yeah, that didn't hit, but the next one will? And I'm so personally disappointed here that it's putting a big stink over my excitement for Thunderbolts, over my excitement for Fantastic Four, and even my excitement for RDJ Doctor Doom. That is how disappointing this show is to me. And those are some of the reasons why I didn't like it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. And if you like this clip, smash a like on the actual video and subscribe to this channel. That way more of these clips get into your feed. I've also linked the full episode below if you want to check out the entire thing, including the Q&A we do with fans. You can also watch this show live. We do it live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And you can also find all of my content, including the videos I put on my main YouTube channel, on the podcast feed.